Ready to tip it up with Scott Blakeney for Montana. Southern Utah in the white, Montana in the maroon, and we are underway. Robbie Beasley III, Brandon Whitney, Josh Bannon, Scott Blakeney, and Derek Carter-Hollinger, their starting five for Montana. Carter-Hollinger tries to slip it inside, nearly turns it over, loose on the deck. A mad scrum and a jump ball will send it the other way. And we start the broadcast talking about Southern Utah's defense right on cue. A good-looking sequence for Todd Simon's club.
It doesn't take long, 19 seconds. We see great hustle on the floor by both teams, and the defensive effort pays off, takes away a possession.
Southern Utah in the cream whites, the classic calligraphy across the chest. Dre Marine, Tevian Jones, John Knight, Mason Fawcett, and Jason Spurgeon's got the ball right now out there for the Thunderbirds, who are currently 11-5 in conference play, a game ahead of these Montana Grizzlies. Fawcett kicks to Marine, slip past Spurgeon, up and under, throws it down. Watch your head, Jason Spurgeon, first points of the game for the sophomore from Australia.
And he has been on a roll of late. His last 4 or 5 games, he's really come into his own.
Last 3 games averaging just under 15 points a game to go with 7 boards and 1 rejection. He has come on strong in a big way over the last month or so for Todd Simon and the coaching staff. 8 to shoot for Montana. Beasley wants to drive, offensive foul. Robbie Beasley III, the sophomore from Dublin High School in San Ramon, California, pushes off of Dre Marine. And Marine, a guy who is known for his offense, his capable shooting, and his leadership, playing his last game here in the AFEC. His defense is something Todd Simon is very praiseworthy of.
Great job getting in there, and look at that pass.
John Knight III finishes on the reverse. Jason Spurgeon with the assist, so more early action for the Thunderbirds big man. Whitney dumps inside. Bannon kicks it back out. Beasley, a high arcing 3 and a chance to tie the game. Number 4 allows potentially a 4-point play. Dre Marine gets up into the airspace, and how about that answer to silence the crowd for the Grizz?
And that's not the defense that Coach Simon is proud of with Dre Marine. That's a no-no. Don't do that, but you got to give credit to Beasley. He's one of their leading scorers, and he gave a great head fake.
11 points a game, can't convert the 3-point play. He had been 18 of his last 21 at the foul line, but misses there. Southern Utah stays in front. Spurgeon can't get the roll. He has shot it better from distance over his continued excellent stretch of play recently. And Montana the other way, chance to go in front. Whitney corkscrews into the lane and floats it home. First 2 of the game for Brandon Whitney. He averages 10, one of 3 Grizz to average double figures. And he got by John Knight III, one of the Thunderbirds' best defenders.
Yeah, and to stay away from John Knight's shot blocking ability is another great effort.
Tevian Jones has struggled with his shot, misses his first one here. Is just 5 of his last 22 from the floor, including that one over the last few games. Back door goes Blakeney for the jam, and it is 7 straight points for the Road Warriors in maroon, and the Grizz are on top by 3.
Ooh, that was ugly. Spurgeon turned his ankle over running down the floor. I don't know how he's still standing up.
Knight, here he goes, throwing it down. His last chance tonight to excite the fans inside the AFEC, and you have to imagine he'll throw it down with authority every chance he gets.
He sure will.
Blakeney and Spurgeon one-on-one. He throws it back out. Bannon had 26 in the last meeting between these two teams, a Montana win. Foul movement, Carter-Hollinger, 3-ball, corner pocket. Derek Carter-Hollinger, the best 3-point shooter on the team at 6'6", 43% this year. Grizz by 4.
Crisp, quick ball movement by Montana got him open.
Jones trying to get it going. Montana Locks up on him, he hoists. And Mason Fawcett fighting the rebound, can't come up with it. And Tevian Jones has missed his first 2 shots of the game. Bannon backs down, Whitney straight on. He buries a 3. Brendan Whitney, just 3 made triples in this game for Montana.
It's amazing what the difference is in 3 shots. Montana's 3 for 3. Southern Utah's 0 for 3 from behind the arc. Big difference.
13-2 run before the timeout by Todd Simon. Montana looking for the season sweep. Spurgeon, a flurry of moves, keeps the foot down and scores. Went right around Blakeney for the bucket. And his scoring output hasn't just increased over the last month or so, but the number of one-on-one post touches that he gets.
Yeah, well, he's a threat, and the coach sees that. He wants to get the ball into Jason's hands.
Ball movement for the Grizz, offensive foul.
That's just too obvious. I mean, you could have called that from right here. He put his shoulder down and leaned in with his shoulder, and you can see it. We can see it again here on the replay.
Yeah, whether Spurgeon is fully set or not relevant when he is out of control like that. And Todd Simon still talking to one of the officials there. I don't know if he wanted more than just a common foul or what. I think he's just telling DG Nelson over there to be on the lookout for trends throughout the game. So Southern Utah scored the first 4 points. Now they're down 5. Spurgeon almost puts a man on a poster, gets it back, can't put it in. The rim was shaking. Southern Utah clamoring for a goaltend. They're not going to get it.
No call. Surprising.
Yeah, it looked like that rim was moving when Spurgeon shot the ball. Montana the other way. Whitney off a screen, leaves it short, gets it back and scores. And those are those sequences that can be so frustrating for a team. You feel like you should get a call, which they should have, and then you allow a bucket at the other end on a second chance opportunity.
Yeah, it's the second chance that's really frustrating. He misses, but you let that guy get another shot right at the rim.
Montana right now locking down on Tevian Jones. He has not been in rhythm early in this game. Steps back for 3, and he has missed his first 3 shots of the ball game, and they have all been tough looks.
Great defense against Tevian in the early going.
Montana, the best team defensively in the Big Sky when it comes to points per game allowed. Mason Fawcett picks up his first personal foul. Second team foul of the half, and that will send a 79% foul shooter to the line in Josh Bannon, who's made multiple free throws in 4 consecutive games.
And that's a really good free throw percentage. But on this team, it's like 4th or 5th best on the team. They're such a good free throw shooting team. You looked it up. Fourth in NCAA in shooting free throws.
Just a touch under 81% as a unit are the Grizz under 8th-year head coach Travis DeCure. One of many things they do well. Montana 17-10 this year, 10-6 in conference play. Todd Simon goes to the bench, sends in Anand Mooney and Harrison Butler, who were part of a 28-point bench performance Saturday in the win down in Flagstaff against NAU. And any head coach at any level will take that sort of production from guys in the second unit.
They sure will, and a 30-plus point win on the road is a great win.
Knight has it knocked free, gets it back, goes up and puts it through. John Knight III lost that ball a couple times, and Southern Utah is into double figures.
I think we can say the officials are letting him play.
Cameron Parker's into the game for the first time. Shot clock down to 10 for Montana. Carter Hollinger's back into the game. Bannon and Fawcett one-on-one. Fawcett already has 1 foul. Spins, puts it up, and 1. Todd Simon not happy. Can't tell if it's at the call or the defense. I think he wants his team to double Bannon down low, who had 26 points in the first meeting between these two squads back on February the 7th.
Yeah, there's no surprises coming with Bannon. They've seen it firsthand. up close and personal, and he's a stud on this team. 15 points, 8 rebounds. He's going to get in and mix it up with you every time.
The sophomore from Melbourne, Australia, completes the three-point play. He and Robert Beasley, along with Brandon Whitney, set the Montana freshman record for a trio when they, a season ago, combined for 751 points. And they've helped the offense get off to a 7 of 8 start from the floor. Offensive foul against Jason Spurgeon. Todd Simon, again, not happy with the call. That's the third team foul, first personal foul on the Thunderbirds big man. So Fawcett on the bench with 2. Spurgeon now will have to play careful the rest of this first half.
That's probably it for Fawcett. 8 minutes in the first half and he'll rest.
Fawcett on the bench with 2 fouls. Jones on the bench, 0 of 3 from the floor. Montana has doubled up Southern Utah in the early going. Bannon going right at Fawcett, leaves it short. And Butler's got the rebound. Southern Utah trying to get it back to a single-digit game. Marine just barely gets that out to John Knight, who wants to back down Whitney into the lane. He throws it away. Good hands by Bannon. He'll get credit for his 20th steal of the year. Right back to him in the post, and a foul is called. It is basically a constant ongoing discussion between the referees and SU head coach Todd Simon through not quite 8 minutes here tonight.
Well, we talked about defense, and Southern Utah has to play and match the intensity of the Montana defense, which is very high, but they have to be able to do it without fouling because they're going up against a premier free throw shooting team who will make them pay for every foul.
Already 5 team fouls on the Thunderbirds. Robbie Beasley III is back into the game.
Delay a game against Butler. I did not see what he did.
I think his hand went over the baseline, perhaps.
So.
You have to imagine that there's sort of a vertical wall of glass that you can't reach over.
And the official, I could hear him from here. He said, "I warned you."
It doesn't go down as a team or a personal foul. I think that is the official warning. So now his left hand just goes down by his hip. And Montana gets it back in. Butler on the deck. Blakeney into the lane. Tips it back out. Carter Hollinger with 10. Martin Jr. spins. Parker, the drive, throws it up. Blakeney, offensive rebound, puts it back in for 2.
And again, it's the second chance points that are helping Montana with this lead.
Southern Utah trying to get the offense going against a stingy Grizz defense. Moody, high arcing, got it. Southern Utah needed that in a bad way. Back to a single-digit game. Offensive.
And they are more than double on the rebounds against the best rebounding team in the Big Sky, the Thunderbirds. So the Thunderbirds have to match that intensity under the glass.
SUU and head coach Todd Simon goes small with 3 guards. Marine, Moody, and Fleming all out there. This is one of those guards, Dre Marine. Moody already has 1. Butler tips it to Spurgeon. Second chance, SUU. Butler, a pump fake. Fades. Rattles all the way down and pops out. After a patient possession, the Thunderbirds come up empty. Now look for stops. Montana's 8 of 11 from the floor, including 3 of 3 from distance to start this game. Why not go right back to Bannon? He's already got 5 points. Banging with Spurgeon. Spins around him, throws it out. Parker, back out Beasley. He tries. Fleming almost travels there. Spurgeon lets it go. Got it! Jason Spurgeon, another 3, his 7th of the season. And he is now over 50% from beyond the arc, a guy who missed his first 5 3-point attempts this year, looking ever more confident outside that arc.
Not a shabby behind-the-back bounce pass assist by Moody either.
Parker, the no-look to Beasley, who drives into the lane, comes up short, out of bounds, stays at this end. And once again, Thunderbirds unable to corral the defensive rebounds. They lead the conference in rebounding, 38.5 a game, 28 of which come at the defensive end. But Montana on the offensive glass right now is just getting to every loose ball.
Powerful, yeah. And this lineup will really have to work hard for Southern Utah. They have a small lineup in there.
Whitney drives on Moody, loses the ball. Here comes Butler. Hangs in the air, off the rim. Spurgeon can't corral, out of bounds. Thunderbird basketball. Once again, the Montana defense showing why they are the best in the Big Sky at not allowing their opponents to score very many points. We've seen them defend in the half court. They're the transition defense, flawless.
Just great effort. They're just getting down and working hard, and it shows.
Last 6 points in the game to Southern Utah after Montana went up by 12. Butler working around, flurry of moves, contact, no foul. Beasley in transition, and another offensive rebound. There's just no box out coming from the interior of that Southern Utah defense, and Montana's making them pay.
They are making them pay. Southern Utah will have to find a man and put a body on him, or watch Montana score a lot of points.
Travis DeCure is all the way out to half court. He wants 2 shots, and he gets his wish. And it certainly looked like that was a shot attempt on the putback. Whitney came soaring in from the arc, but he was going up for 2 shots, and Coach DeCure, who has been sensational in his 8 seasons up in Missoula, wills the officials to give him what he desired.
Probably with a similar intensity as he played, and was an outstanding member of the Grizzlies. Went to a couple of NCAA tournaments after winning the Big Sky title as a player. He's just been a very competitive person all his life.
Whitney already up to 8 points in this game, make it 9. He's knocked down his first triple as well since January 29th, almost a month ago. And his 9 points, part of the reason Montana's got an 8-point lead. Knight working, trying to get it to Spurgeon, and he finally does one-on-one with Blakeney. Wants to go around him again, just a little bit short.
And limiting Southern Utah to 1 shot.
Beasley with 10 on the shot clock, attacks into the lane, pivots around. Martin Jr. misses Jones, tips it in the air. Blakeney, another offensive rebound. That is the 5th second chance Montana has gotten in this game. As we move past the 8-minute mark in the first half, they're up by 8. Martin Jr. tries again, and this time he connects. A 31% three-point shooter stays persistent. And the lead goes back to double digits for Montana. Thunderbirds had the first 4 points of this game. Since then, it is a 27-12 run. Montana doing it with defense. They've almost got a turnover. Spurgeon, Knight throws it down. Hustle points there for the Thunderbirds. John Knight has got 8 points in this one. One of just 3 Thunderbirds to get on the scoreboard. Spurgeon's got 7, and Moody's made a triple. Parker looking for a 3 of his own. He's got it. Have made a 3 for Coach DeCure's team.
You know, I haven't looked at the stats for a while, but I don't need to, because the difference in this ballgame is effort and hustle. And Montana's working harder on defense and on getting rebounds. And that's hard to watch if you're a coach.
And the Grizz defense living up to the billing. Southern Utah just 42% from the floor, and they add a turnover to boot. And they're just all out of sorts, really, at both ends. Montana is getting easy looks, and Southern Utah has only had easy opportunities off of scramble plays when the Grizz are going for steals and loose balls and aren't able to get to it.
Yeah, and when Southern Utah wants to get some scoring opportunities and get up to their average of 80, they've got to run, but they can't run if they don't get rebounds.
Montana +7 in the rebounding department right now. Bannon banging with Spurgeon, and this time the Thunderbirds almost take it away from one another. But clearly a point of emphasis in the huddle as 5 cream white jerseys go crashing for the glass right there.
Yeah.
Double team comes on John Knight. Butler gets inside, scoops it up, and he'll go to the line for the first free throw attempts of the game. Southern Utah averages about 21.5 per contest getting to the line, and here we are with 6:08 in the first half, Dean. This is the first time a single Thunderbird has gone to the charity stripe.
And that's still only the 4th team foul on Montana. To play the kind of defense they're playing and only foul 4 times, they're moving their feet. They're getting down, they're getting position. And they're doing a really good job. You could see in the timeout what Coach Simon was doing over there. He was trying to motivate his players to bring the energy level up to Montana's.
Butler, a 68% foul shooter, makes a pair and has his first points of the ball game. The lead is 10. It's been as large as 12. Montana has twice gotten it up by a dozen. Bannon sets the screen for Parker with 10. Bannon on the deck. Here he goes with a foul. Spurgeon picks up his second and a chance for a 3-point play.
Great move. Great fake to open the driving lane, and Bannon goes. And then at some point there, Spurgeon has to make a wise decision. He's got me beat. He's going to get a layup. Do I really want to add to that and give him a free shot?
Bannon has already made his first 3 looks at the line. He's got 8 points. Harrison Butler comes, or check that, Butler will stay in. Spurgeon out with 2 fouls. Mason Fawcett has played just 8 minutes in this game with 2 fouls. So what is generally a thin front court for Todd Simon, he is going to have to manage it in a major way here against a tough Montana team.
Marquise Moore will have to step up and play strong here for 5.5 minutes.
He's right into the game, puts it on the deck and scores. Marquise Moore's first points since February 12th against Sac State. And that's the sort of spark the Thunderbirds need coming off the bench.
Absolutely. And he's got to do a job on the boards too. He's got to get a body on somebody when the ball goes in the air.
Butler guards Bannon. Martin Jr. outside, got it again. Second triple of the game for the Otero Junior College transfer. Largest lead of the night for the Grizz. They're up 14.
Montana keeps making the threes right in front of Coach Simon, and he's having a hard time watching that.
6th made 3 of the game for Montana on 9 attempts. Good hands there from Brandon Whitney to knock it out of bounds, but the Thunderbirds, who had a stretch of 4 consecutive opponents in January, making 12 or more three-pointers in the last 2 games. They went 1-1, but allowed just 6 made shots total from outside. They've allowed 6 triples for the Grizz here in this one.
Yeah, they've got to get up and take the shot away. Force the offensive player to put the ball on the floor and drive.
Marine puts it on the floor and scores. First points of the game, first field goal attempt of the game for Dre Marine, and with Spurgeon and Fawcett out, that's a lot of offensive production on the bench. Marine is going to have to be aggressive.
He's going to have to do more, and Marquise has got to step it up too while he's in there, make something happen.
Montana crisp with the way they move the ball, and everyone always moving at the offensive end. Whitney feeds Beasley from the corner. Got it again. Montana is unconscious from downtown. They're up by 15. 7 of 10 from beyond the arc. And this is a stunned AFEC right now.
They keep working to get open, and they never stop moving on offense until they get somebody open.
Knight looking to respond. Corkscrews inside, hangs.
They're open shots. But even more troublesome is second chance points. Montana has 9, SUU has 0. It's 9-0 on getting those offensive boards and getting another shot at it from point blank range.
Knight misses a pair, and a foul called here against Harrison Butler. And Coach DeCure absolutely loves the effort his team is putting in at the defensive end. So the Thunderbirds miss 2 chances to score, and they give one of the best free throw shooting teams in the country, 4th nationally at just over 80%, a chance at the line. And Beasley, one of the great free throw shooters you'll find anywhere, 85%.
Yeah, you don't need to give him more free shots up there without any defense.
Beasley in this one has got 7 points. He is one of 7 Grizzlies to get on the scoreboard thus far. He rims out the second. 16-point edge for Montana, playing their final road game of the year. Southern Utah, their last game here inside the America First Event Center. Knight to the bucket. Here he goes. Soars in, and he puts it through, trying to get a little bit of energy into this building. Knight has got 10 points in this game. He's been the lone bright spot for Southern Utah on offense, but it won't matter if the defense can't get stops. Parker lays it in, and it goes right back to a 16-point game. Tevian Jones trying to get going. He is fouled. No, an offensive foul against Harrison Butler. That's his second personal foul, 9th team foul.
Yeah, as he was turning, he was trying to help get Tevian open and jumped out, kind of spun out really in front of the defender, right next to the official.
And so it's the 5th turnover of the game for the T-Birds, who need every possession they can get, even late in the first half. This is a Montana team that will make it tough to score. Knight leads the conference in steals, almost adds to the total. Whitney comes the other way with 10. Drives on Knight, right to the rim, throws it up, too strong. Jones has got the rebound. Tevian Jones looking to get his offensive game going.
And they actually granted that timeout, but it's Grizzly ball.
And they keep the possession arrow as well, up by 16, looking for the season sweep of the Thunderbirds after knocking them off in Missoula 78-67 back on February the 7th. Bannon with Butler. He has missed his last 3 field goal attempts. That's good news for the Thunderbirds, but he's the only Grizzly player who's cold at the moment. Marine, Jones wants to drive, does, banks it home. First time Tevian Jones has gotten the ball in the paint, and that's a good sign if you're Southern Utah. If his jumper isn't falling, he has to be able to slash.
Yeah, and it was a nice misdirection while he was in the air to change where he was going to take the shot from.
Parker pulls back, Jones the rebound. Tevian Jones wanting to be aggressive. Marine to the bucket, blows the bunny. Boy, those are ones you feel like you have to have if you're Southern Utah. I think he got caught in between whether to use the backboard or just lay it in.
Exactly. So now you have to get a stop on the other end.
Parker with
very patient.
Parker with 8 on the timer. The southpaw drives, throws it over his head. Bannon with 1 as the shot clock expires. No Mason Fawcett, no Jason Spurgeon. Those are the 2 leading shot blockers for the Thunderbirds. Bannon into double figures with 10. Knight wants to dance. has it stripped by Whitney. Grizz the other way, can add to a 16-point lead. They'll hold for the last shot of the first half. And what has been a forgetful one for the Thunderbirds and an impressive one by this Montana Grizzlies team. 5 to shoot for Whitney. Dances with Moore, gets by him, races to the bucket. Knight got a piece. Moore from 3/4 court. Oh! Starting 5 out there for Todd Simon, Dre Marine, John Knight's got the ball. Fawcett and Spurgeon, the big men, both with 2 fouls, and Tevian Jones with just 2 points. Backdoor Jones gets inside, and a great start to the second half for the Thunderbirds.
Nice set play that gets a deuce the easy way. What a great way to start the half.
Second assist of the game for Jason Spurgeon. He only averages half assists a game this year. Now the Thunderbirds need to get stops, something they struggled to do in the first half. The Grizz shot over 60%. Knight works hard to get his team the possession. He's grimacing as he comes up the court. Ready to attack, slips it. Spurgeon inside, he's fouled. Should get 2 shots. And Jason Spurgeon will go to the line for 2. And Bannon not on the court to start the second half for Montana. He just ran across the guys at the table over there across from where we are sitting. And now he checks into the game, so not sure what he was doing in the halftime locker room, but Lonell Martin Jr. was on the court a moment ago. Spurgeon, meanwhile, splits a pair. 13-point ball game, Montana by a baker's dozen. Blakeney wanted it down low with Spurgeon, who smiles as he denies the big man the entry pass. Jones knocks it out. Stays with the Grizz, 17 to shoot.
Spurgeon needs to count on teammates when he goes around and fronts that player. Somebody's got to come help him from behind.
Beasley off a screen. He's been excellent tonight, and he keeps it rolling.
Created his own shot off the dribble that time.
Beasley's got 9. Southern Utah looking to answer. Knight gets position on Whitney. This is where he loves to operate. A dream shake, gets it out. Spurgeon will back down with Blakeney. Spins, just a little bit short. Fawcett fighting, and Whitney is able to tiptoe the baseline. Blakeney somehow gets it in the corner to Whitney, who airballs short. He'll hear it from the student section. Thunderbirds looking to capitalize on the miss. Knight spins with a foul. Chance for a 3-point play. John Knight III playing his final game inside the AFEX, still has not missed a shot. He's got 12.
Nice post up. Not a fast break, but a little more up tempo and one pass and go before Montana was completely comfortable. Knight took advantage. Montana never did put Southern Utah in the bonus in the first half, only committing 5 personal fouls.
So Knight, the only Thunderbird in double figures, has got 13. Thunderbirds down by 12. Bannon and Spurgeon one-on-one. Spurgeon playing with 2 fouls. Bannon gets him off his feet, and the big man commits what will likely be his 3rd.
No, it's on Jones.
It's on Tevian Jones. Todd Simon told his center to stay down, and he played great defense right until he bit on the pump fake. But a big break there for SUU. Fawcett with 2 fouls. Spurgeon narrowly avoids picking up a 3rd.
But they send another really good free throw shooter back to the line for 2.
He's 5 of 5 at the line. Bannon's got 11. He had 26 back on February the 7th up in Missoula. 78-67 win for the Grizz. Eighth-year head coach Travis DeCure has done just a marvelous job for this ball club. Former associate head coach at Cal, taking his team to the big dance a couple times. They lost to the Wolverines of Michigan a couple times. And those teams that they fell to, no shame in having your season end against those college basketball teams.
It sure is not.
Southern Utah trying to chip away, down by 14 points. Marine only took one shot in the first half, takes one here, and he gets it to go. He wanted a foul, and Dre Marine, not a big guy, but when he gets to his spots inside, a very capable mid-range player.
Good aggressive move there, taking it to the rim and putting the pressure on the defense.
Martin Jr. wants to get it to Bannon and does. He hasn't wanted that mid-range jumper all game. And Tevian Jones soars for the rebound. Thunderbirds can get it to single digits if Moody can connect, and he does. A thumbtack or something?
I think it was another thing off of one of the cheerleader pom-poms that fell.
Might have been.
The official telling him, yeah, but you got to let me take care of that. You can't just walk out on the floor. We're playing ball here.
Parker back into the game for Montana. He had an excellent first half with 5 points off the bench. Very nearly travels. Thunderbirds digging in, looking for a stop. Parker, tough shot, he banks it home. How about Cameron Parker, the Sacred Heart transfer from Connecticut? Puts the Grizz back up into double figures with the lead. Mason Fawcett has still not scored in this basketball game. Tevian Jones has just 2 points, slips it, Spurgeon gathers, rejected from behind. Carter Hollinger the block. What a pass from Tevian Jones, caught his own teammate off guard.
Yeah, it really did. He wasn't expecting it to get through traffic. It was the perfect bounce pass. If he'd have caught it, it would have been a dunk.
7 to shoot for the Thunderbirds. Quick entry to Spurgeon, and it's ripped away. Jump ball, possession arrow, favors Montana. And that's a cardinal sin if you're a big man. When you're 6'11", you bring it down where the little guys can grab at it. And Beasley, wheeling around defending Dre Marine, just said, thank you very much, I'll take that.
Yeah, help defense. It wasn't even his man that took it from him. Somebody else is there. It just, you can't say enough good things about the way Coach McCure has his team playing defense.
Bannon goes right at Spurgeon, who's got the 2 fouls. And he almost gets it to go. Fleming pushes the other way. Montana, again, so good getting back in transition as they have been all night. Tevian Jones wants to drive. He does. Takes some contact. No foul. Fleming, the rebound, hangs. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. Tevian Jones still looking for an explanation.
There before him have an impressive resume from Judd Heathcote to Larry Kraskowiak and Pac-12, Big Ten coaches, and he's better than all of them when you look at the numbers.
1 of 2 for Nick Fleming, 10-point ball game as we approach 15 minutes to go. Martin Jr. feeds inside Bannon, gets Spurgeon off his feet and scores. Josh Bannon killing the Thunderbirds once again. He's just 4 of 9 from the floor, a guy who shoots at 49% from the field this season, but he's got 14 points, and that's a game high.
And that was just too easy. He shot it right underneath the basket without really any defense.
Fawcett inside, goes up, gets the roll with a foul. Lonell Martin Jr., the guilty party, and Fawcett with his first points of the ball game, a chance to make it a single-digit game at the free throw line.
So Montana's now committed 4 fouls in the second half, only 5 in the entire first half. And they're committing fouls because Southern Utah is more aggressive in attacking the rim and forcing them to make that move.
Fawcett misses. Spurgeon has the offensive rebound. Back to Fawcett again. Turns. Tipped by Bannon in the air. Fawcett a 3rd try. Gets it to go. 4 straight points for Mason Fawcett, and the Thunderbirds Iron Man trying to give a little bit of energy to this team. They're down by 8.
2 offensive rebounds finally get it down for him.
Crowd the loudest they've been tonight. Right back to Bannon, 10 to shoot. Spurgeon holding his ground. Couple of big steps, turns, misses this time. Spurgeon snatches it away. Chance to cut into the 8-point deficit. Knight right to the rim. Fawcett, 3-ball. And that would have been a big-time momentum shift by way of the home team, who are trying to get a win on senior night. Final home game of the regular season before 3 straight road games next week leading up to the Big Sky Conference Tournament. Parker is fouled by Dre Marine. Todd Simon is frustrated with the call, feels that Marine held his ground, and I think that he moved forward ever so slightly at the end. It wasn't a lot, but it was enough for the official to blow his whistle.
Yeah, it was. He held his ground for a long time, but then he initiated the contact with a bump just at shot time.
Cameron Parker had made his last 7 free throw attempts, an 83% foul shooter this year. The crowd getting extra loud. They get free cheeseburgers at Culver's if Parker can't convert here.
He is the 3rd best free throw shooter in the Big Sky.
And he takes the wind out of their sails for the moment.
And the burger off their table.
Well, at least the free one. They could still go pay for one if they want it. Knight has not missed a field goal attempt in this game. Slips it to Spurgeon. A pump fake. Misses. Gets it back. Goes up. And he'll have a chance for 2 at the line. Spurgeon learning from his center counterpart, Josh Bennett, at the other end, who's been using the pump fake. He had a couple of really good looks, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. That feels, at least for the moment, like a win for Montana.
Yeah. But, you know, he's also taking energy from his teammate, Mason Fawcett, who just scored on the last possession thanks to 2 offensive rebounds. Spurgeon at the free throw line because he got an offensive rebound, something Southern Utah only managed 2 of in the entire first half.
Spurgeon splits a pair. Look at Jones fighting. Todd Simon wanted a foul.
And that's the kind of effort they need. Even though they didn't get the possession, the effort was there. You can see the look on Jones' face, and they're sending a message to Montana that they're ready to match him.
And he clearly took contact there.
He did.
8-point ball game. Jones using that anger to get all up in a Beasley at the defensive end. And it's a blocking foul against Tevian Jones. I think Southern Utah right now getting frustrated with the inconsistency of the calls. You don't call some contact down here, and then you call what was a pretty light amount of interaction between 2 players at the other end. Jones picks up his 2nd. 4 of the 5 Thunderbirds on the court have 2 fouls right now. Whitney driving on Knight with 5. He's stuck, somehow goes up, leaves it short. Knight has it ripped away. DeCure is upset because this is a foul against Montana. He will find no sympathy from the opposing bench. 16 foul against Montana. I don't know what exactly he's upset about. You throw a guy on the ground and coaches go, what did he do? Jackie Moon style, what did I say?
Well, he certainly got a chance to tell the official what he wanted. Came out on the court.
I just laugh at that so many times. The guy pushes a guy on the ground. People are wondering what happened. Here goes Knight, electrifying the crowd. Watch your head, 6-point game. Thunderbirds are into it now. Crowd loves the effort.
The other big part of that play is that does count as a foul, and now Montana has put Southern Utah in the bonus for the rest of the game.
Marines got 3, 14 fouls on Southern Utah, 17 fouls on Montana. A 16-point lead is down to 6. Fawcett from the... So we'll see if that changes. Oh, Dean, is there a basketball game going on?
A good one.
Whitney drives, gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. There is the first foul on John Knight III. So now everyone who has played at least 5 minutes for the Thunderbirds has picked up at least 1 foul in this game. It's the 6th team foul. And to the free throw line goes the Bishop Alemany High School in California grad Brandon Whitney, who's made his last 10 free throw attempts, make it 11.
It's unusual at this point in the game, but maybe it's a statement about the confidence in the free throw shooter that Montana doesn't put any other players on the free throw line when they're shooting. I think maybe that's a statement of confidence. I know you're going to make them. We don't need to be up there for rebounds.
Well, when you shoot at 80% as a team, 4th best in the country, maybe you can have that.
Right.
And it has clearly worked for Montana. 17-10 this year, 10-6 in league play. A game behind the Thunderbirds, where they're trying to complete the season sweep of Knight. Spins, can't finish. Spurgeon, another rebound, goes up and scores.
Offensive rebound equals points again.
Spurgeon a double-double. He's got 11 and 10. Back to a 2-point ball game. Beasley been quiet in the second half. Drives on Jones, who is careful not to foul. And Beasley takes advantage. That's what Montana has to be able to do. Exploit the players that have got a bunch of fouls for SUU. And that's just about everybody.
That was pretty good defense, too.
Jones gets a man off his feet. Drives inside. Oh, my goodness. How'd he get that to go? He goes down and gets up, hustling back. He hit that off the bottom side of the rim and somehow crawled it in. Marine has picked up his 4th. Fleming has to come in for the redshirt senior, playing his last game here in the America First Event Center. So Fleming will get some big time minutes. Only averages 7 a game, but might have to get an extended run. That's the 7th team foul. And now you put Cameron Parker at the line, an 83% foul shooter, who tonight is 1 of 2. Missed. Southern Utah can tie or take the lead. They've not led since it was 4-3. Knight drives, here he goes, loses the ball, and Montana the other way. Martin Jr. way off the mark. He's made a couple threes in this one. Can't get it to go there. Jones for the lead. Airballs himself. Whitney on the drive, blows the bunny.
Little up-tempo action going on here.
Tevian Jones still has not made a three-pointer in this ball game. Fleming, far side. He likes to work in that paint, and he banks it home. Fleming off a season-high 9 points has got 3s, tied the game. Crowd is into it in the AFEC. Fleming pokes it free. Knight's got it. Jump ball, possession arrow, SUU. They have come roaring back in less than a half. The Thunderbirds have erased a 16-point deficit. Looking for revenge against the Grizz. Nick Fleming, we said it would be some big minutes for the senior, and he is having an immediate impact here. Thunderbirds a chance to go in front.
The team's effort feeding the crowd, and the crowd feeding the team's effort.
Knight wants to dance, corkscrews in, and he's fouled. 2 shots coming for John Knight III. And the energy has just completely shifted here in Cedar City. A Southern Utah team that looked almost lifeless at the half, was not fighting for second chance points or rebounds or loose balls. They have flipped the script, and Knight can put them ahead.
They've put the pressure back onto Montana's defense, and they've done it to a point now where Southern Utah is in the double bonus and will shoot 2 free throws every foul from here on with half to go. 10 minutes to play in the double bonus.
Thunderbirds by 2, a game high 17 points for John Knight III. Beasley curling off, blocked by Jones, and a foul. Todd Simon trying to argue he kicked out his legs. We'll take a look on the replay.
I didn't see a foul. I saw him hit some fingers.
Let's see. He takes off from there. Oh, he's kicking out his leg.
Kicked way out.
That is a missed call.
Tevion clear up in the waist area. Wow.
And it's the 4th foul on Tevion Jones. Beasley makes the first. A huge call in this game. Not just that Jones picks up his 4th personal foul and has to come out as Moody comes back in, but that Montana can get back even, whereas Southern Utah should have a chance to go the other way and get a 2-possession lead.
Wow. That replay showed it all right there, didn't
He
it?
kicked his foot way out.
Way out.
That was not even close. Beasley splits a pair. Ball don't lie.
The great free throw shooting team is having some misses at the line.
Montana brings a trap, and the Thunderbirds just barely able to get it across with a 1-point lead. Knight staying aggressive, gallops and scores. Southern Utah by 3, approaching 9 minutes to play. Tevion Jones hyping up his team from the bench. Martin Jr. Fleming the board. Thunderbirds haven't had a 2-possession lead since they scored the first 4 points of the game. Knight has got 19. Montana's had no answer, and he turns it over. A great read from Beasley. Knight almost takes it back, and that Montana defense has got their 6th steal of the game, right on their season average. Bannon banging with Fawcett with the left, short again. Crowd wanted to travel, Fleming the other way. A 19-point turnaround in not quite 12 minutes for the Thunderbirds. Knight wants to go. Spurgeon, a pump fake, misses, and the foul! Jason Spurgeon has missed a bunch of looks, but he's given the Thunderbirds a 2-possession lead, and the miss fortuitous this time for the sophomore from Australia.
Southern Utah was not getting those rebounds in the first half. They just weren't getting them, and now they're getting them often, and it's resulting in points.
Spurgeon 14 and 11. 6-point lead. Assistant coaches want the crowd to get in. Fleming into the game. Marine and Jones on the bench for SUU with 4 fouls apiece. First touch of the game for Kyle Owens, who's in for the first time. Beasley gets by Fleming, who pokes it free. Thunderbirds force a turnover. Todd Simon wants him to run. Now they slow it down. Entry pass forced to Fawcett, out of bounds. And this is going to be Montana basketball, and it is. Nick Fleming, a guy who has played 7 minutes in this game at his season average, has to be able to see right there that that entry pass was just not available.
Yeah. Take your time, be patient, take what they give you.
Montana's still very much alive. It was a 16-point halftime lead. They trailed the Thunderbirds by a game in the Big Sky Conference standings. And the Grizz now looking for their 5th road win of the year and their final road game of the season. Bannon has left the last couple of hook shots short. Here comes the help, and this one's too strong. He is just 4 of 12 in the ball game. He had 26 points in the win against the Thunderbirds back in early February. Knight has been magnificent. Loses the ball. And now has it one-on-one with a big. Will he launch the 3? He has made just 4 all season. Spurgeon with Owens. Pirouettes. Fleming, gotta go. Oh, he got it to go! For a foul trouble-laden Dre Marine has given Todd Simon 5 points, 2 steals, and a couple of rebounds as well. He's out there with Knight, Fawcett, Spurgeon, and Moody. Where does Montana go for answers at the offensive end? Bannon has been cold. Whitney weaves, gets by Fleming. Can't convert, but he'll go to the line for 2 shots. That is a really well-poised possession by Montana to not force up a 3 and try and get the deficit to 5, but to take your time, run your set, and get a good shot. They're going to the line.
And they did run their set. They set some screens. They cut away from the ball, and they were patient.
Whitney 4 of 4 at the line in this game. 78% on the year.
You know, the comment earlier about not putting players on the side of the lane there, Montana's missed 2 free throws in the last few minutes.
They've missed 5 in the game.
Have rebounded had they been there, but they're not. They all stand at half court. Very unusual. There's another miss.
Mason Fawcett doesn't have to work for his 7th rebound of the game. And it's a 7-point edge for the Thunderbirds. Trying to stay alive for one of the top 3 seeds in the Big Sky Conference. Moody up top, down low, Spurgeon goes up through contact, and he is going to the line for 2. Not sure if it'll be Owens or Martin who picks it up. It's Owens who gets his first personal foul. Double bonus anyway, and right now the Grizz are just mauling Spurgeon to stop him from getting a clean look at the rim.
And so far he's 3 for 5 from the free throw line with a pair here.
How good has Jason Spurgeon been over his last 3 coming in? Just under 15 points a game to go with 7 rebounds and a blocked shot. He goes 1 of 2 here. He's got 15, 11, and 4 dimes, 1 off a career high. Whitney on Knight. Tough shot, gets his own miss. Knight sends it away. Back inside, Whitney working on Spurgeon. And he throws it back out. Beasley way downtown. And the long rebound, Whitney almost taken away by Knight. Fresh 20 once again for the Grizz. Coach DeCure wants him to slow it down. Beasley and Moody, 1-on-1, spinning into the lane. This is going to be a foul against the North Dakota transfer on in Moody, reaching in. Todd Simon wanted a push-off. And it looked like the 2 really happened simultaneously. Either one could have been called, but Moody certainly hit him across the arm.
He certainly did, but Beasley, it would appear, spends a bit of time in the weight room. That's a strong player out there that uses physicality to get shots.
6'3", 190 pounds, has been really effective tonight. 13 points, but he's just 3 of 6 at the line, now 4 of 7 for a guy who's 85% this year. 6-point game.
Marine and Jones still on the bench, but the unit that's out there has been very productive. It's hard for a coach to mix it up when they're doing so well.
Marine and Jones both with 4 fouls. Knight gonna have to go. Dancing with 5. Picks up the dribble. Fleming, another one. Oh my goodness! Nick Fleming, you cannot be serious. A flop warning is issued. The basket counts. Todd Simon trying to say he got hit on the arm. Let's see what happened here. He rises. He did get, maybe hit a touch on the follow through. He made the triple anyway.
Talk about clutch. How about the senior coming off the bench to deliver for Southern Utah? Fleming now 3 for 3 with 8 points in 9 minutes.
He had 9 points Saturday in Flagstaff and was 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. And the officials are talking to Todd Simon right now once again. This is about the 4th time this half where we've had an assortment of the rules that we've had to dig through in our minds.
I can't imagine what the officials are discussing, debating right now.
5 straight points for Fleming, shooting the ball with 2 or fewer on the timer. I didn't see a lot there in terms of a flop warning. We'll get the call here.
Here we go.
The second delay of game, we'll shoot one shot and then go to the point of interruption.
Okay, so it goes back to Harrison Butler's delay a game on the out of bounds, the inbounds play, and this is the second one which results in the penalty.
Martin, first missed free throw of the season. He had been 18 of 18. The crowd making their presence felt in every way they can.
I remember writing that down on my shot. I just said 17 for 17. That's as good as it gets. Wow. Well, I don't think I've seen that call on this court before either. A second delay of game by the same team in the same game. And they award a free throw. And now they have the ball possession.
Southern Utah with its largest lead of the ball game. Martin trying to get free. Southern Utah's defensive intensity is picked up in a big way. On cue, they leave Beasley open, who misses a foul and one. Owens the putback, his first points of the game. He checked in just 3 minutes ago. And you talk about an instant impact off the bench. The junior from Calabasas, California. A chance to stop a little bit of a run. Nick Fleming goes to the bench and gets a little ovation from the crowd. Well deserved for the senior from Atlanta.
Very well deserved. Replaced by another senior. And Marine back on the floor.
Owens a 76% foul shooter this year, and he misses. Montana, one of the 4 best free throw shooting teams in the country. They're under 70% in this ball game, and they're down by 7.
And they refuse to put players on the lines to get a rebound against the free throws. It's mind-boggling, that strategy.
They go 1-3-1 zone to try to stifle the Southern Utah offense that has shot at 62% in the second half. Knight gonna have to go, puts it in. John Knight III, just his 5th made 3 of the season. Southern Utah is up by double digits with 4 minutes to go.
And another senior really putting on a show in the clutch.
Bannon creates some space and finally scores. He had missed his last 4 hook shots down at this end of the court, and he gets it back to a single-digit game as we wind inside of 4 minutes to play in Cedar City.
Don't know how long the Grizz can stay in a zone being down by 8 points.
Fawcett got it again. Mason Fawcett from downtown. He was scoreless in the first half, 11 here in the second. Thunderbirds by 11. Bannon with the herky-jerky motion answers. Full court pressure here for Montana. They get it into Spurgeon. Southern Utah leads by 8. They trailed by 16 at the half. They are +4 from beyond the arc here in the second half of the Thunderbirds after being -5 in the first half. That's a big reason they've been able to come back.
It is a big reason, and they've had to come out of the zone now, go back man to man. The Grizzlies have.
5 to shoot. Knight hit a 3 a moment ago. Puts a man on the deck. Misses the 3. Tips the ball around. Spurgeon fighting for it. He's got it.
That's a 50-50 ball that went to the Thunderbirds by effort.
Marine cut off well by Whitney on the drive. If Knight had hit that 3, this place would have taken the roof off the AFEC. Knight pulls back, slips under, and scores. Back to a double-digit game. 2 minutes and change to play. Southern Utah trying to send their seniors off with a win. Whitney rejected by Knight, but a foul. Crowd can't believe the call. 2 shots coming for Brandon Whitney. Woo. Students letting Whitney know that.
Hand on ball there.
Students saying you got swatted anyway. Whitney, who tonight is 5 of 6 at the line, gets 2 more. Wonder if we can see a replay of that. Knight might have maybe creeped over the top and hit him with the body. There was definitely a lot of ball. The foul call had to be on him being in the air and making contact with the body.
Yeah, down lower, maybe in the hip.
A little. Timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here. Spencer McLaughlin and Dino Driscoll with you. 78 game. This is the first time they've put players down on the block. And he makes the free throw, so it doesn't matter, but allows them to quickly get set up for pressure. Fawcett looking, has it into John Knight. Thunderbird's got to be careful here. Moody has got Spurgeon up ahead. He doesn't see him. It was an open dunk.
Sure
Instead,
was.
the Thunderbirds will work some clock. Knight slashing, galloping on the reverse. No foul. Todd Simon wants his guys to get back. Still time for the Grizz. Beasley, offensive foul. Travis DeCure can lobby with the official all he wants, but anytime a player lowers the shoulder, that's going to go the other way. I mean, he pushes off with the arm and everything.
Yeah, he did. He really just lowered his shoulder and said, I'm going.
Fawcett, dangerous pass, gets in into Knight. 3-on-2 if the Thunderbirds push, but Knight wheels back around. Down low, Fawcett goes up, scores. 10-point game, 90 seconds to go. Grizz need buckets in a hurry and have been out of sorts offensively here in the second half. Just 32% from the floor. Whitney inside, misses again. Rebound falls to Jason Spurgeon. The big man's 14th, the most of his career. Kick ball here against Josh Vasquez, who's checked in for the first time. And you talk about flipping the script on your opponent, Dean. This has been one of the biggest game reversals you will see anywhere in the country. Down 16 at the half. The Thunderbirds lead by 10 with just over a minute to go. A remarkable turnaround.
26-point turnaround. And Spurgeon goes out as someone who is a major part of this turnaround. 15 points, 14 rebounds. Incredible performance by the big man.
Fawcett all the way back to Marine, who wisely lets it go into the backcourt. Montana going to have to start fouling, but they can trap first. Jones, here he goes, rejected at the rim, out of bounds. Southern Utah ball with 11 to shoot.
I thought I saw Coach DeCure signal that he wants his players to foul now to stop the clock, and
they're going to have
see what
to.
happens.
They're just letting too much time get away, down by 10. 3 to shoot, offensive foul on in Moody. Martin sold that a little, but that's a very similar call to what we saw at the other end. Anytime you lower the shoulder right in front of the official, it's not going to go your way.
Yeah, the official was, what, a step and a half away from it. It's right in front of him.
Knight comes back in. No big right now, really, for Southern Utah. Mason Fawcett's the 5. Jones, Marine, Knight and Fleming. Beasley inside Bannon. They give him the 2, and he finishes. Knight gets it across the timeline, and he is fouled. Or he might have set up Tevian Jones for a rim-shaking slam. Both teams in the double bonus, 35 seconds left. Knight has been sensational, 24 points on 10 of 13 shooting, 3 of 5 at the foul line.
He embodies the term all-around player. In 7 different statistical categories, he's in the top 15 in the conference in 7 different categories. Amazing.
Steals, field goal percentage, scoring, assists. You can go up and down the list. And he is closing out his career here in the AFEC with a masterpiece in front of the home fans. Bannon lays it in again. And Marine's got to be careful. That's a dangerous pass. Shot clock is turned off. And it looks like Montana will not foul. Senior night ends victoriously. Career win number 100 for Todd Simon. The Thunderbirds avenge their loss to Montana from early in the season. They finish the year 11-3 inside the AFEC.